Everybody to another edition of Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition, episode 20, coming to you live on the PlayStation format with some good-ass BB action on the way for you all tonight. Got some, well, how to put it? We got relatively low turnout, but nonetheless, we've got an exciting lineup for you all tonight, as always. But of course, before we get into things, we have some introductions that need to be made. First up is yours truly, T.O. Bracket Runner host and commentator for tonight's BB Tag Bracket, Master Chief. And with me on the mic is none other than our regular streamer that we've had time and time again here as an integral part of the team for WNF BB Tag. Give a warm welcome to Red E30. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing quite alright, a little tired, but nonetheless excited to be back in the saddle underneath the WNF banner tonight. I am ready to commentate some good ass BB tag.
Of course, of course. Normally, I would go into the other part of the pre-game, pre-bracket lineup, which is the Matcherino Shield, but unfortunately, I'm going to refresh the page just one more time currently. Unfortunately, we do not have a Matcherino page available at this time. Hopefully, in the midst of this bracket, we will be having that live for you all, but sit tight with us on that front. Nonetheless, we do have, I guess, as I said, relatively low turnout tonight, so we will be having a different format than the usual double elimination. We will be doing first to three round robin. So still like the standard kind of set that you would expect, but everyone is going to play against everyone, essentially. So yeah, we will be having that going on for this bracket. So if you see someone lose twice, they're not necessarily out of it. They still have other people to play in this bracket. So we'll be exciting to see how everyone fares against everyone tonight. Total of 6 people, so will be a decent amount of matches as well. Everything will be streamed, so nobody is going to be lacking in terms of like stream time at all. So yeah, with all that being said, we do have our first match up and ready to go. It will be Just Death versus Orax, a face that we haven't seen in relatively recent times, but nonetheless a regular from the past.
Yeah, going to be excited to see them again. It's nice to see them back in the saddle, joining WNF's once. It'll be interesting to see how they hold up against some of the newcomers that have swung by in recent. For example, Just Death. They've had a pretty impressive track record so far, doing well in Big 8s in the past, so it'll definitely be an interesting matchup to see.
Absolutely, and I believe Just Death has fought against Deku before, if I'm not mistaken, so they do probably have some experience against the Yang in a sense, but Orax and Deku, while they do play the Yang, they are relatively different in terms of how they approach things. Orax we've seen with the Yang Liz time and time again. They do have some nasty setups, Aaron blockables and the like as well, and DP assist as well from them, but I wouldn't necessarily say they're too wild with the character, unlike Deku that we've seen is just swinging for the fences. 5B, let it rip with Yang. Doesn't really care about what your situation is either with Ruby. Just going to be swinging for the fences, going to be keeping the aggression. So let's see if Just Death is ready for, in a sense, a different kind of playstyle from Orax in terms of Yang.
So, yeah, Just Death, I know they have a couple teams in the pocket, but I'd say a one constant on their team is the Weiss, and it's going to be paired up with Ori. It'll be an interesting little back and forth between these two. Especially, I'm excited to see how the round start will go, especially.
There's a lot of ways this can go. Oh, and just the jump assist from both of them. Working out a little bit more for Just Death, but still nonetheless, Orax. Ooh! Just Death with a good DP to get out of the potential situation, and keeping Orax in the corner with the fuzzy as well.
Already getting a good chunk of damage on Elizabeth, and already being put into the red. Yeah, Orax need a burst there if they want to keep the Liz alive, but it is not a good look right now, especially with that active switch. The gap between the health totals are just getting wider and wider.
And there was a DP assist setup that I mentioned before the match started from Orax. So looked like Just Death had a way of getting around it, but wasn't ready for the command grab active swap.
Now it's Orak's turn to play a little bit, getting a nice 4.8k on the Weiss, and I think going to a sound situation as well, and a poorly timed burst will be punishing Aurier. Not looking to cash out here, but good corner carry, but a good push block into an EX Divine Thrust for the classic lead. Will be putting a Just Death in a decent position.
Oh, good tech on the throw. Got to keep in mind, Elizabeth is in Awakening state, so she does have those enhanced Persona moves, and oh boy, that could have been really dicey if that assist hit. But unfortunately, yeah, had the patience, but not quite able to kill.
Going with a little bit of a command grab to keep Just Death on their toes, and an air-to-air JB will be sealing Aurier's fate. All up to solo Weiss, but that DP will not be doing them any favors, and I believe if Orax has some... no, I don't believe this will kill, especially with that drop. But it's not looking good for Orax right now. Or for Just Death.
Could potentially... I was going to say, yeah, could have potentially been... Yeah, it's hard to say if that would have been a kill, but I mean, we can definitely say for certain that this is.
And Orak's taking the first game, and it looked a little shaky for them, but they were able to stabilize. And I'd say for the way I'm going to put it is that I feel like Orax is a very tenured person that has been around and been around WNF for quite some time, even in the delay-based era. I'd like to call them the quote-unquote old. They're holding up their own against some of the new blood, the new guard, if you. The opening.
I'll never forget WNF Yang Edition. I'll never forget that night. That night was firmly secured in my memory when we just had oops all Yangs on stream essentially. But yeah, and yeah, that's just tantamount to Orax being a part of that, and as you said, being part of quote unquote the old guard. So currently, standing firm. Not letting the new blood shake things up too much, but I mean, as you said, we saw Just Death actually have a really good game plan and really good momentum starting out in that match, and unfortunately, yeah, all it took was just a couple of hits here and there to really change things up. But they have shown that they're able to actually put Orax in that kind of situation and potentially take the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I will say as well, I was tuned into the Big 8 last night. Happens every Tuesday at 5 p.m. But Orax did have a very impressive reverse 3-2, so they are well adjusted to playing the late game and can make the proper adjustments. But it's looking super good for Just Death right now, especially with the Yang going down so quickly. It's all up to solo Elizabeth.
Oh no! Gets hit with the cross-up overhead, but ooh. Could potentially still be a perfect, but yeah, it just gets clipped. So at the very least has that little bit of consolation there, but not going to be able to get much more than that. Just Death really taking that momentum and not letting go of it and securely taking their first game to tie things up 1-1.
And I feel like that all started with there's a little bit of an RPS round start where, Weiss has one of the best buttons in the game for round start, but Yang does have a counter to it, and we kind of saw that in the beginning on both of them being defensive on the first game and just backing up. Orax tried to take initiative by pressing 5 beyond round start. It did not work out for them, so I'd imagine that gives Orax something to think about next couple. And as a little bit of maybe a sneak peek, that both of these players both have teams that they could cycle through, which both involve their characters Yang and Weiss specifically. So you could see that if push comes to shove in a couple situations.
Just Death was able to escape the command grab setup from Orax, but yeah, it was running a little bit too fast and got clipped by the Elizabeth. Orax, once again, back in the corner, cross combo activated. We've seen this setup time and time again, ready for the throw this time, and able to catch the Weiss with the Elizabeth assist.
Some good pressure, and Honestly, there's just been a couple paper cuts here and there in terms of damage output, but this is the first kind of noticeable lead that they've had so far. But getting opened up, try to go for maybe a cheeky reset, but Orak's ready for it. A good call out on the active switch. Yeah, Orax has been getting some mileage off of that recently.
Gets the air DP. Could have potentially been really bad, actually, with that super. If Yang was just a little bit further ahead, I feel like she probably would have been dragged into it. But yeah, just playing things out with the Persona. Oh, no. Not quite looking good there for Aurier at this point. In fact, looking so bad, she is now face down into the ground, and it looks like Weiss is going to be soon to follow. Yep, gets the coffin and going to be DHCing, taking her down, and it's really going back and forth between these two.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and we just saw a little bit like of a testament to Orax as a player. You know, a lot of people, they kind of sleep on Elizabeth in terms of being able to operate independently, but we just saw quite a bit of conditioning on Orax's end, and was able to secure the kill on Ori and get a good amount of damage on them. You know, Yang is definitely the threat and the main character for Orax here, but that doesn't mean you should sleep on the Elizabeth as well.
Absolutely, no. It's definitely definitely something you got to look out for. Like it's a team that we've seen time and time again from them, and there's a reason for that. They've definitely practiced this well enough to be, like, you know, Yang front loaded, but still Elizabeth not one you need to sleep on.
Going for the active switch command grab, and what I really like about that setup is that he goes for the Elizabeth JC, and that gives Yang just enough time to leave, so it's essentially burst safe. So, albeit not a lot of damage, but a nice 4.7k, and putting Orax in a pretty decent standing as well.
Oh my god! Oh wow, I am so surprised that that was just able to just be, I guess, DP'd through, essentially, in a manner of speaking.
And yeah, Just Death looking a little unsure of what to do against Elizabeth right now. And granted, she's not a super popular character, and it looks like it's paying off for Orax so far, and they will be losing their Aurier right now.
Yeah, got a little bit too antsy with a lot of the hits that they took from essentially full screen, but also with that DP after the EX thrust as well. And yeah, I lost the character for it. And the DP assist coming in for Orax. It's going to be red life that I'm not sure they're going to really be able to have a lot of time to recover, especially with that hit. And provided there's no drop here, I believe this should be a dead Weiss as well.
Cross combo activated, just try and keep it as simple as possible. Yeah, not even going for any extensions, just JC coming down, cancel right into super, and Orax will be taking it 3-1 over Just Death. Excellent work to them, and for those that maybe just tuned in and are not sure what's going on tonight, a reminder that it is a round robin versus 3, so Just Dead did not get sent to loser bracket, but they will still have a chance to see them on stream, and they'll be playing the rest of the competitors tonight in this.
Indeed. And yeah, you know, one loss isn't going to make... It could make the difference, but it's too early to tell at this point, because everybody still needs to play their first, and then, you know, you got to basically weigh the odds. Okay, like, if they win this, like, how many do I need to win to be ahead of them? There's a lot of math involved, essentially, but percentages, the like, all that. But again, it's too early to tell off of the very first game that we have. So we'll kind of have more of an idea of who needs to win what in order to get what position a bit later on down the line. But regardless, we do have our second match up. It will be Sonny-kun versus Yosuro.
Sonny-kun, I would like to call it a heart specialist, you know, has shown a lot of good work with their heart, but that isn't to say that their other character on their team with S isn't. Very proficient with them as well, and going up against Yoso, who is a for the most part a tried and true Udachi player, and both of them granted have some very strong results in across multiple turns. So seeing them fight off is a bit of a clash of titans. I'm glad to see comes out on top.
Yeah, they're going right into it. Oh, wow. Okay, good back away situation, but wasn't able to take advantage of the whiff right there. And Yosro already asserting essentially full screen neutral with this character and this team.
Here with the JC trying to start things off, but Sonic-kun gets a nice doorway and getting thrown right back to the corner and getting a good amount of damage on Arkami.
Good super to actually stuff out that active swap Zeokar. And looks like Sonic-kun's actually got a good amount of momentum. Yeah, Yosro was not ready to block that at all.
Tried to bait a burst, but unsuccessful, and trying to attempt to throw, but Yosro ready for it with a jump. But not a lot going to happen here, but the 5C add one to the counter, and a Marvelous 2. They're definitely ready for it, but this is I would like to say this is the main threat of Sonic-kun's team and should not be slept on. And this might kill, actually.
Yep, Cross Raid going to be doing it, sealing the deal. Sonic-kun, with that super, was able to hit Adachi, kill him off, and punish the DP attempt that Yosuro had. And in a surprising turn of events in that situation, yeah, won all of that, up one in the set.
And granted, I was mentioning that Sonic-kun's best. I don't want to. I know this is going to come off as a little negative, but a slightly weaker channel and link between these two on the team, but nonetheless a threat. And you know they showed it that match, and they put in most of the work that game. But that's going to change here with Yoso getting a nice opening with that grab.
DPs and DP from Sonic-kun working out, DP from Yosro working out as well.
Both players are just trying to get in each other's faces and start some offense, but Sonic-kun, it's a favorable exchange this time around, and it's going to be a little bit of an Oki situation, but another 5C on the board. Gotta keep some players honest sometimes.
Honesty in my BB tag? Well, it's more likely than you think, but regardless, with that charged, was that 5B? I think that was 5B hit from Heart. Yeah, I feel like that should have been able to kill, but not quite able to cash out and get the damage necessary. Gonna be losing Heart.
All up to Solo S, but we have seen Sonic-kun make some comebacks with this character in the past, so this is definitely still doable despite S falling a little bit out of favor in terms of their history with the game and recent patch notes and whatnot, but Sonic-kun looking good so far.
Oh wow, Yosura did not have any fear at all. Tried to mash in that situation and not quite working out for them. Losing the Adachi, solo Narukami, and you know, a character that... Wait a second. Oh, he could have astraled!
Yeah. Didn't want to, or just didn't believe that they'd get the meter on time, unfortunately, but it is a one-touch situation for Yoso now. Has to deal with the safe jump. Watch your ankles. Broke ankles! And Yosuro taking the game on the board for themselves.
Would have been a dicey situation depending, but they were confident enough to believe in the safe jump situation afterwards, and yeah, able to take that round. I don't know. If it were me, I would have just astraled, but because I saw what the meter situation was, and it was definitely looking pretty high, but it is what it is. Nonetheless, still working out. You know, sort of tying it up 1-1.
Yeah, looking good so far. But yeah, I'd imagine that they just probably didn't believe they'd get the meter in time or couldn't extend. Still got the game regardless, and adjustments can be made here and there. But Sonic-kun drawing first blood here, but an early burst will cut most of the damage.
I do respect the idea that Yosuro went for with... I don't know if it was a misinput. I feel like it might have been, but nonetheless, it could have potentially worked out with that air Zeo. But the assist coming in and putting a stop to that, because I feel like that could have stopped, that could have kept Heart in check, in a sense.
But a good DP bait attempt catching Sonic-kun flinching will lead to an early death on Heart, and it's once again all up to solo ass. And
it is very much doable. We have seen this character pull off some really good stuff on Sonic-kun's end, but it's an uphill battle, especially once this situation starts.
the call out, yeah, just try to get some damage on the board on both of them, and just realize that that wasn't a true block string. And anti-air Hand of Mori working out, and I believe that Yoso's probably gonna want to cash out as much as they can. That BZO, more resistance, and has to make a relatively honest comeback with that.
Air DP working out for them, and now you're stuck in the corner situation. Oh, that's really hard to punish sometimes.
Definitely an awkward move, but got the toes, but won't be enough. No meter to extend the combo, and a throw bait from downtown. And a cross up on the JC should be the end of it. And yeah, Sonic-kun coming back with the S.
And see, the thing is, we've seen Yosuro go for these sort of cross combo situations and then ending it with Narukami, Zeokar into active swap. But that's not working out. It's been both time, pretty much actually almost every single time he's gone for that. Sonic-kun's been able to call it out, hit with the super, and do some decent damage to both characters. And it's just, Yosuro's got to sort of keep that in mind and be careful about doing that whenever Sonic-kun has the meter necessary.
Yeah, let's see if any adjustments can be made in this game. Set point for Sonic-kun, but Yoso still has 2 more on the board if they want to triumph over Sonic-kun. A Zeo active switch does put them in a pretty good position starting off.
Now they're stuck in the corner in a rough spot. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm just mashing DP and hit stun, I imagine.
And I believe this is going to be a dead heart yet again, unfortunately for Sonic-kun.
I was gonna say, you hate to see it, but we've seen now twice essentially S pull off some wonderful comebacks for Sonic-kun, and so far looking really good with these hits.
Pressure up, and yeah, Soul S, I mean, last time had level 3 resonance, but life totals are evening up, and a successful throw will be putting Sonic-kun even better standing in for some fancy routes too. Try to go for a setup, reading the push block as well, doing an excellent job at applying on some damage, but getting opened up with the JB.
Setting up the BZO. Good defense, but unfortunately gets hit by a quicker button, and with that, that will be a dead S. Not going to be able to make the comeback this time around. You also are tying it up 2-2. Very close set between them.
Yeah, unfortunately, we haven't really been able to see the heart play that much in this set, but Sonic-kun is proving that that they're, as you mentioned time and time again, that their S is no slouching. Just doesn't matter who you take down. Both characters are a threat, but Yosuro is trying their best to stop trying their best to put a stop to that momentum going into Game 5 here.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Unfortunately, yeah, just being pushed out of range, that 5A, and getting hit by the 2B from Narukami. Sandwich situation, good defense.
You know, on the same side, and oh no, unfortunately, happy birthday!
Oh no,
and
happy
both of them
birthday! Good tech on the active swap throw. Yeah, push blocks away, and unfortunately, yeah, probably tried to do something to call her out of the air, but not working out. And Sonic-kun now on the offensive.
A good amount of damage on the Adachi in this corner, putting them into the red with a nice 7.1k. And going back in the corner. Yeah, get Narukami in there. Get Adachi out relatively safely, but Sonic-kun is just putting on the pressure so far. And he's putting a sandwich, but a good time to burst will nullify all of that. We're seeing that Yoso's a little more cognizant of those the call-out supers that Yosoro has been doing, because they're going for the Azio set instead of a Bizio, just to try and apply pressure in a safe manner.
Oh no, the JC, and that's going to be sealing the deal on the S with the DHC coming up as well. Double cross slash, sealing your fate. And with that, yeah, now we're going to finally see the Heart pull off what S potentially has done twice now. And so far looking really solid, actually. I think that's a dead Adachi.
All up to the solo characters on both ends, and has to potentially be in play, but I believe it's oh no, going for a different routing. Won't be able to meter dump into Astral, but go into a combo long enough to get Astral, but Sonic-kun in really good standing right now.
With the current health pool that they have, I would say Yosoro needs 2 solid hits. Oh, well, still 2 solid hits, but oh, unfortunate. Yeah, went on the other side of Narukami, got stuffed out. And with that, Sonic-kun will be taking the set 3-2 in a very close set.
Excellent work to both of them. And yeah, just was able to stabilize at the very end, and we got to see a little bit of a testament to proficiency of Sonic-kun's Heart as well. But as mentioned before, Yosoro is not out of this. We're still going to see a good amount of them, but we will be moving on to a couple more competitors. And we have 6 people tonight. We've showcased 4 of them, so going on to the last 2 that we will see throughout the night, which is J Gotcha BZ and A Buddy.
Just letting them know that they're good to join now. Yep, there is BZ, and A-Buddy should be joining up momentarily. And BZ, we've seen time and time again, SoCal native, but also a WNF, somewhat of a WNF regular as well, with the Ruby Hide. And A-Buddy, I've seen them before in lobbies. I believe I've played against them a few times, but yeah, going to be interesting to see how they fare tonight. Because if I was gonna say if what they've said in chats is any indicator, long time viewer, first time participant, essentially.
So, welcome. It's good to have you here, and glad to see you here tonight. You just remember to have fun. Going with a pretty unique teams, all things considered, with the Jin Yukiko.
If you're scared, you can just stand back and watch.
Same to you, Hyde. You don't have to fight if you're scared of me showing you up.
Roger that. Oh wait, hold on.
Holding back wouldn't
Definitely, fire and ice, all that jazz, and we've seen potential setups that people have had with the Yukiko as well. Ooh, okay, almost getting throw baited there, but BZ just like kind of testing the waters with a couple of 2As and then with a throw of their own for realsies, and putting A-Buddy in the corner now. Push blocks.
BZ just relentless with the pressure right now, and A-Buddy getting opened up right there, and they're getting a good amount of damage on the Yukiko, and they're in a one-touch position. But getting hit with the fuzzy and bursting at the last possible moment. It's going to be up to Solo Jin for quite a bit.
Tried to poke a little bit to kind of nullify the snowflake, but not working out as well as they'd hoped. But with the JC, not able to convert, but gets the throw afterwards. BZ, yeah, keeping this aggression solid, and A-Buddy struggling to find a way to get out of it, unfortunately. The fuzzy once again. It's been doing so much work. Is that going to hit? Oh, unfortunate. Burst not working out. Yukiko going down. Solo Jin. Resonance level 1. Yeah, was not able to really get a lot of things going.
I feel like that was like a layer 3 throw bait right there. And working out for J-Gotcha BZ with the JC to seal the deal.
Yeah, I think he was probably going for 2A, make it seem like a Tixer setup into Resonance to sort of bait it out and maybe potentially punish afterwards. But yeah, just BZ not biting and working out for them.
Fortunately, with the relentless offense that BZ was employing, didn't really get to see a lot of what Buddy was wants to do, but hopefully you can see a little bit more play from this. Too far for that 5C to connect, and A Buddy is in the corner again. The gods will be calling out that JC and trying to get the pressure started. Yeah, finding a safe point to get Jin in there, but it's still not looking too great for them. But they're putting on the pressure and burst whiff, thankfully. But you're looking a lot better now.
Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, gets both characters hit there from that super. Gunshot nullifying the persona, but not quite hitting the Yukiko, so not too much damage that she took. Gets the throw, not able to finish off the combo and get the corn positioning, but nonetheless, that's dead. That's a dead Jin.
Yeah. Just got that second meter in time, and it's all up to solo Yukiko. Level 3 Resonance definitely doable with we've seen what Yukiko is capable of, especially with Resonance on the back foot. And we're starting off with the Miragi dying, and it's looking good so far for A Buddy right now.
Ruby just barely avoiding lethal damage, but okay. And I was wondering when BZ was going to pull out the projectile invuln EX from Hyde. That was actually really smart because I think BZ was expecting the close Miragi to activate, but not really. Okay, a lot of things to do there. Close Miragi, I think he expected that, but the far one was not punished and just kept, like, essentially the fear of it kept him there and was not thinking too much about it and got the throw on the Hyde. And then BZ tried to go for what A-Buddy did the previous set with the run-up Resonance, but it's like, that's my own trick, man. You can't fool me with that. Well, how to put it? He technically did, because I did see a whiff throw, but he was able to recover quickly enough.
Yeah. And in that situation, I didn't think BZ expected A-Buddy to press a button, especially after a Resonance like that. A-Buddy putting a game on the board, and they're looking a lot more comfortable.
Getting the 5C, going to be getting a little bit of damage on the Ruby. And so far, yeah, and that's going to punish. Yeah, very much working out, not building up a lot of fire stacks, but ultimately really doesn't seem like they've needed it a lot of the time.
But now they're starting to warm up a little bit, no pun intended, but a TRM will be putting them in a little bit of a dangerous stand with Yukiko, because after this combo is definitely going to feel like a one-touch. Trying to keep the Yukiko alive, and fortunately Jin will be hurting a little bit.
Oh man, just the corner pressure from BZ has been really on point so far, whether it's been the setups that they've had with the safe jump assist, or also the fuzzies that they've had as well, if you're just getting hit by it. But gets clipped by the Yukiko auto combo, goes into cross rage, just lets it rip, and kills off the Ruby.
All up to solo Hyde, but it's definitely doable, especially with level 4 Resonance. And looking like the start. EX, Sheriff, you don't think, but not enough to kill, unfortunately. EX Mirage dying, but yeah, BZ ready for it this time. Has seen this movie one too many times, and it's all up to solo Jin for A-Buddy.
Oh, the empty jump throw will be doing it, and BZ with the hide, making it 2-1 in their favor.
So far. Yeah, as mentioned before, like the more this set goes on, we're seeing A-Buddy get more comfortable with their play, so I imagine that they're also making adjustments alongside that.
Get ready.
Going for a swap here
like,
with the Jin Izuyoi.
Are they going after your own heart with the ponytail?
Can't escape
Hmm.
from crossing fate.
As a formality, I will say yes. Color coordination
I
too,
see.
pretty good.
So far, BZ got a couple of hits in, but nothing substantial as of yet. A-Buddy trying to find a way to start their offense. Gets a hit, but not able to convert off of it. Big happy birthday opportunity was potentially lost, but still able to call out the anti-air with the teleport, get some hits on the hide. BZ having to burst in the Ruby.
We're seeing A-Buddy play a lot more offensively, and it's working out here and there for them. EX teleport show behind them, nothing personnel kit, and might be getting ready for a bit of an Oki situation, but an active switch into a burst will be putting some damage onto the Jin.
And with that throw, going to be adding on some more damage as well. No, oh no! Drops the combo and got, oh no, the bad burst as well. Wasn't able to connect on the character. Not as much damage as expected on the burst punish, but nonetheless, with this hit on the hide, that should be enough to seal the deal. If they don't drop the combo, is what I would have said.
They didn't drop the combo, but they just decided not to cash out any meter to kill them. But I guess to say meter positive, and you know, granted they have been using that EX teleport to their advantage as of late. I don't blame them for wanting to keep the meter, to be honest.
I agree, but nonetheless, yeah, the Ruby getting... Ooh, oh. The Snowflake saving Jin right there, because that was definitely going to be dead if it was anything else.
Ultra solo Ruby, and granted Jin is hurting, but the life totals are in between Ruby and Izuyoi right now, and BZ doing their best to try and chase down this team.
Gets clipped by the 4P. Even with the cross combo, yeah, and even if that didn't drop, that would have been really dicey to get, but wow! BZ able to convert, cashing out, get as much damage as they can. Left with no meter though, so it's going to be... Oh wait, Rampage time is in effect too. So the passive meter gain, unfortunately, a little bit too antsy with the DP, and A-Buddy's going to tie it up 2-2, game 5 situation.
Very nice of this team, and yeah, just they're just all working out, evidently, for A-Buddy, bring it to Game 5. And it's a little bit of a shakeup because A-Buddy, with their original team of Jin Yu, was playing pretty passive and not very much on the offense, but this is, I'd say, relatively a complete turnaround in terms of character choice, in terms of how they operate, and I guess BZ was thrown a little off guard by it.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Going in with the round start assist and to throw. And once again, corner positioning. Are they going to keep that offense that we've seen from them throughout this set? Probably tried to anticipate a push block, but anticipated the burst and going to be getting some good damage on the Izuyoi. Looking very good for BZ currently.
Yeah, they've just been able to keep up this vortex, and unfortunately, I don't believe Izuyoi will be going down here, but not looking great for them right now. To get the Jin in, but fortunately, yeah, just another throw, which has been working out for BZ quite nicely so far in this set. But hey, buddy, able to try and get some offense started on their own, trying to keep the pressure up and just try and bring back this life deficit.
Yeah, it's looking really rough for them. Oh wow, was able to get not able to get the hit with the EX Ben Sinister, but able to get the hit with the I forget what that projectile is called. But anyways, nonetheless, A-Buddy's, yeah, their offense is sort of whittling BZ down, but it's looking really rough, especially once again the corner positioning. BZ Buzzsaw almost killing off the Jin, but able to get the final hit. And just like that.
Easy taking it 3-2 and a pretty close set with a JA into a throw. A-Buddy not ready for it. Yeah, all these sets have been going back and forth down to the wire. And, yeah, excellent work to both of them.
Yeah, very much so. Like good stuff to both of the players. And yeah, we saw some adjustments being made here and there from both of them, but ultimately, yeah, BZ's corner oppression essentially was doing them so much in their favor that once like we kept seeing that happening, A-Buddy just wasn't able to really get things going. It was too little too late in a sense by that point.
Yeah, but nonetheless, a good showing from A-Buddy as well. You know, first time WNF, and you know, he's just a really solid player. So being able to take them to Game 5 is no easy feat. So excellent work to them, and you know that's not the end of seeing them tonight. We will be seeing them more later.
All right, and with that, we will be getting our next match underway. It will be Sonokun versus Orax.
You know, I just saw that message from on Orax's. FRC is a great mechanic. Well, what do you think of that? Since I know
we're
you're more...
talking FRC.
Yeah.
We're talking FRC like plus R. Oh hell yeah, it's a great mechanic. I love it. Like incredibly tight window to do a cancel that costs less than a normal cancel. Hell yeah, I love execution like that. I'm garbage at it, but I love it.
Yeah, going into this next match, and like I mentioned with Just Death and Orax, it's a little bit of like the... I know it sounds kind of weird when I say this, but a little bit of like the old school versus new school, in my opinion, in terms of people that have arrived from the rollback era and have delay-based era. So it's nice to see a little bit of this clash yet again.
I feel like we're going to be saying that for like almost everybody that Orax is going to be playing tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But nonetheless, in terms of what's happening currently, Sonokun able to get a few hits off, but not really too much that's been substantial in a sense. Well, with this hit though, that's going to be a little bit substantial. Gets Orax getting the DP, keeping the Liz a little bit safe for now, putting her in the awakening state as well. And oh, this is bad.
Oh.
That's also worse. Oh no.
A little too early on the super. Yeah, probably just wanted to keep it burst safe, not letting the heart get in for free, but not looking good so far, but I want to say that was maybe a missed input. But
oh wow,
Orax is staying alive.
Yep. I gotta say, I do love Sonokun and how they're able to use their assists with Heart Point to keep a lot of her supers relatively safe.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're a huge fan of that as an indicator of the sets that they've been in so far, but it looks like as long as they don't drop this should seal Gang's fate.
Ooh, just barely enough. Yeah, 18k not quite pulling through enough for Yang. Sonokun able to take game one, and really, so, I gotta say, it's just definitely solid pressure overall, but also just keeping... I don't know. Just keeping Orax in check sometimes, essentially.
See what adjustments could be made from Warwick's forward. Granted that it was a pretty close set, and I feel like it was just good so far, but a little bit of a scramble here and there, but Sonic-kun will be taking the better of the games.
So far, yeah, just calls out with the air command grab and going to be getting some damage off on this heart.
Good active switch, and I don't believe this will be a dead heart, but it'll be very close. And yeah,
No,
GHC,
that's not dead.
just to get the mainly to get the Yang out, but to also put heart in a one-touch situation. Yeah, both of Oryx's and Sonic-kun's characters are in a little bit of a tight situation.
Oh, gets the throw counter, and going to be getting, I think, going to be putting Liz into, oh no, just out of the awakening state. Very smart, actually. What? I probably was expecting a burst in that situation.
Yeah, they definitely were with that routing, but either way, Elizabeth going down here, and Oryx not ready for the cross-up, and I believe this should be a kill as long as Sonic-kun does not drop us. Keep it simple, DHC, and Sonic-kun up 2 games. Looking the greatest for RX right now. They did have a lot of good points in that match, but just ultimately Sonic-kun's just been able to steal back the momentum in a lot of situations, and up 2-0 in this set.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Oryx just, yeah, definitely not ready for a lot of these situations with the heart. And, I mean, granted, it's to be expected. Not many people play that character, essentially. So, very eccentric team that he's going up against, and not ready for the throw in that situation either. Going to be taking some damage on Liz.
But hard zooming in at angles that not a lot of people are able to cover, and yeah, Elizabeth is already in the red again. Not looking too great for Oryx, but that'll be putting them in a good position. Cross combo activated. Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of damage, actually. That was 13k. What happened?
Yeah, Awakening State, and I don't know what button that is for Elizabeth, but all I know is that it's just, whenever it hits, it just does a truckload of damage. But
Oh no, SDP moment. Fortunately, though, somehow did not get their burst locked out, so was still able to save her. But man, that is, oh no, oh no, heartbreaking to see.
good cross combo, but no
Nope.
call it and do it again. But no punish, unfortunately. Yeah, S's supers are a little weird to punish, especially if one has not seen them. But not quite. Oh no! No!
Oh, could have been a super. I think that's probably what they were trying to go for, but unfortunately did not come out. That could have, I don't know if that could have necessarily been dead, but that could have hurt at the very least.
But Yang's recovering a lot of health with this level 4 presence, but a counter hit from downtown. Getting a good amount of damage. Won't be able to kill, but it's definitely a one-touch situation at this point. Oh no.
Will it be an oh yeah for Sonic-kun? Yes, it will. And with that, Sonic-kun will be taking the set 3-0 over Oryx.
They persisted, and so to Sonic-kun, and yeah, unfortunately for Oryx, a lot of as their PSN tag implies, dropped inputs.
Yeah, Oh, I was right. The EX projectile was absolutely supposed to be a super. Oh no, you hate to see it. Oh, but lamentations aside, we will be going. These players just want to get right into it. I don't blame them, quite honestly. So we will be going into our next one, Yosuro versus A-Buddy.
Adachi.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Yeah, everybody taking a little bit of initiative in these opening moments, but Yosuro getting some of the pressure of their own and get something started here.
Ready, Adachi-san. Persona. Persona.
Oh no! I mean, look, we all know cross slash goes pretty far, but I don't think it goes that far.
Honestly, I was going to chalk that up as you're on the wrong side, buddy, but
There was plenty of time to realize. Nonetheless, Yosuro, despite that initial blunder, yeah, going to be putting A-Buddy's Jin on watch, and okay, going to be looking really rough for A-Buddy's Yukiko as well in this situation. Yep, not ready for the JC, and then going to be sealing the deal. Probably no meter required as well, yeah.
well, just
Yeah? All up to who?
I didn't say anything. I don't
Okay,
know what you're
all
talking
right.
about.
That's
I
what I
heard a
thought.
ghost. Yosuro going up one game in everybody does have another team in the back foot. Looking and yeah,
Oh, another team.
bringing out the Hilda this time. Maybe wants to deal with a little bit more of a wants to keep the distance game away, and in some cases it did work out, but wanted maybe a little bit
From crossing fate.
stable character comparatively.
Adachi-san.
All right, not worried about the pressure. Oh, tried to call out something with that Zeodime, but yeah, A-Buddy was not going to be getting caught by it, but got caught by the DP.
Yosuro just keeping up the pressure in the corner, opening up A-Buddy low, but a good burst will be getting Jin. Trying to make something happen, but a throw will just be throwing them back into that corner. What's going on over there? Nothing good.
Absolutely, and that's definitely what A-Buddy is saying right now. Not good to be in that situation with the TRM as well, and going to be DHCing, killing off the Jin. Up to solo Hilda.
Definitely doable, but level 2 Resonance does have a decent amount of script available to them with Nail Torn and all that, but
Oh, put themselves in a sandwich. Yeesh. All right, good resonance to avoid taking the damage from the Zeokar, and gets the grab as well. So going to be getting some damage and going to be dumping some meter.
trying to get as much damage as possible, and nice 6.1k. Fallen Pain will be opening up Yosuro as well, and yeah, this is looking better and better now.
The patience.
But
Good
Yosuro
block
is
on the
ready for it.
5P. Oh, with that hit, I believe that's it.
Keep it simple, going across combo. Yeah, double cross slash in Resonance, and yeah, I believe this will be it.
And A-Buddy able to put up a little bit more of a fight, but unfortunately not enough to bring down Yosuro. Up 2-0 currently on set point.
Hilda was putting in a good amount of work. A switch to a character we've seen and was able to, and this was the team that was able to get a buddy a win against BZ earlier tonight, but see how this one works.
Right, DPs hits both characters, but unfortunately, once again, stuck in the pressure.
Not early enough to call out the Geo card with that, but getting opened up with the AZO or BZO from full screen just wasn't ready for wasn't ready to jump cancel, unfortunately, and yeah, just the corner has not been a good place for anybody right now, but a good teleport and a good reset as well will be getting a good amount of damage as well.
Oh, you said you said the corner wasn't a good place for them. Well, they're making it a good place for them now. Oh, but unfortunately, yeah. As soon as they tried to get out of it on their own terms, Yosro putting a stop to that with the 2B, and not quite looking good. You've seen what happens when anybody is put under pressure like this. And unfortunately, yeah, going... Ooh, I was expecting the assist to punish that, but no, not quite. Nonetheless, going to be losing a character, and all up to Solo Jin in a rough position.
Only level 1 Resistance and not that much red health to recover. They're going to pop cross combo as soon as Resistance comes out, and they gotta defend for their lives right now.
So far did a good job in that situation, but still has to hold this pressure. Yosro not quite paying attention to their own meter, I imagine. Probably tried to go for an EXZO in that situation, but only got a 5C. Ooh, A-Buddy baiting out the DP. Going to be getting some damage, but not going to be enough to kill.
Not quite. Persona broken, but that's definitely doable. But the 2A will seal their fate, and Yosro taking it 3-0 over 8.
Once again, mounting a good comeback on A-Buddy's side, but not enough to bring down Yosro. And as we said, going to be going down in a 3-0 fashion against him. And again, it still has some matches to play, so still could bring themselves up a bit. But yeah, just unfortunate situation to be in.
We are just blazing through these matches tonight, and up next we'll be having Gacha BZ versus Just Death. And BZ, no pressure, but our boss is watching. No pressure though.
No pressure at all.
Yeah, Gacha BZ looks like they're pretty content on sticking with their main squeak. There have been couple other characters that they played, but I'd imagine this is their most. Just Death. I saw them cycle around a little bit, but like they're hovering over Price Org.
Get ready.
Oh.
Get ready.
All right, BZ.
Oh, he heard. Well, he heard the boss is watching, so paying his dues in a sense.
Oh yeah. Every time that we play hard, we like to say union fees are due. So it's time for you to pay up, Jay Gotcha.
I mean, technically speaking, he is playing hide.
You know what? You have a point.
Yeah, those are hide colors. Technically speaking, he's playing hide.
Yeah, and you know, this is
Can't escape from crossing fate.
I'd say this is a your annual evaluation to see if HCH will still accept you as one of their own. So in the kindest way possible, Don't fuck this up.
I mean, so far looking, I'm not going to curse it too much, but so far looking very solid with what they're doing and what they're capable of right now. Getting Weiss in a rough position, not getting punished, but getting hit by the TK overhead. Or as close to TK as it could probably be.
Just Death, we didn't really get to see the Aurier earlier today, but they're showing quite a bit of proficiency so far, and with the anti-air 214 BB actually working out for once.
Okay, that could have been really bad. Nonetheless, the Weiss is definitely still bleeding. You have to be careful whenever you call her out. And now it's looking to be the same case for the Aurier as well. Run up throw. Keeping the pressure going with the EX, but not quite keeping it going as much as he would have. Oh, okay, could have been a bad happy birthday. Well, for BZ.
Sniping from downtown, but unfortunately not able to get a punish, but pressure is looking good all up to Solo Heart. And not looking good so far. Excellent throw break by Just Death, and yeah, has a pop presence, but able to defend, but wasn't expecting to probably end up on the other side, and Just Death wasn't looking good for them at the beginning of this match, but able to stabilize and take this first game here. And granted, I'd say with the... Actually, both of Weiss and Aurier's JA does have a lot of vertical win. I'd imagine they do have comparatively, I wouldn't say the easiest time, but they do have a decent time dealing with Heart in the air. So probably able to stop a little bit of some of that air.
I mean, you know more about this character than I do, technically, so...
Look, I play Arcana Heart.
Well, definitely going, yeah, and also the assist as well is able, from Aurier, is able to kind of put a little bit of a stop to her momentum. So, something we're probably going to see a little bit more of down the line. Oh, but the counter from Just Death, ready for the offense after the burst. And BZ firing back with the DP.
BZ trying to get some offense of their own, and granted, the same game plan that BZ likes to employ is still in effect here, but trying to keep the pressure up with this Heart right now. But a successful throw will throw BZ back into the corner against a very healthy one.
Oh, she's dead.
Fortunately, not able to punish, and BZ looking good in the second game here. Counter hit 5B looking good. Looking good so far. The EX projectile not working out, unfortunately, but Seth White is no slouch in this situation, and keep the pressure up as much as possible, but this will be a good amount of damage on the Heart.
Oh, at the very last second, beating the buzzer for the super and getting some good damage. No! The DP not working out for BZ, and down goes Heart. There was a glyph setup there. Yep, gotta be careful. This is now actually a one-touch situation for BZ. Oh, but got shimmied with the throw bait, and down goes Ruby. Just Death up 2-0.
Good so far for Just Death, and yeah, as mentioned before, if there's one character that I personally would kind of associate Just Death with, they're Weiss. and they are very proficient with it.
Get ready. Get ready.
Our boss mentioning in chat, run for your life, easy.
It's strike 2. Is it 3 strikes and he's out? We'll have to see.
Have any weapons?
I can't say for sure because I've never been in this position.
Really? That's pretty amazing.
Well, we'll find out today, potentially. BZ fighting for this set, but also potentially his HGH sponsorship. I don't know. That's up to Connor.
That's up to Connor, aka Dave. But BZ looking good with the plot armor 4P and trying to put just into the vortex, but the wake up counter working out really nice.
Not ready for the cross up, but able to get the burst in safely. Yeah, so I don't know why I was about to say Sonic-kun. Just Death, really ready for these throws from BZ, actually. Not falling for, you know, throw baits or anything like that. Just ready to tech and ready to keep, you know, push back on the offensive afterwards.
Going
But
for a
not
cheeky
ready.
crossover.
Yeah. No, go. I was going to say the same thing, essentially. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just going in for a cheeky cross-up and able to get some damage on the board and a nice sound situation. And I almost said it, but yeah, BZ looking super good so far. A sound situation and oh no, but the charge speed might be not having enough armor and Just Death getting a good amount of damage on the heart as well.
Good air stall avoidance, actually, to avoid that EX thrust and get the throw afterwards. And get the throw again! Man, oh man, I really did curse Just Death, because it seemed like he was doing so well with the throws and teching them, but just now is not ready for these.
And BZ is starting to find a crack in the armor here with taking one game on the set with all these throws. And BZ does not look like they want to give up their bank account numbers.
Get ready.
Yeah, BZ still fighting for their lives in this set. Still down one game. Just Death only needs one more to win the set.
Hey, don't you have any weapons? My fists and love are more than enough. Really? That's pretty amazing.
I think BZ saw Strike 2 and our boss mentioning that he requires certain things from him is putting a little bit of fear into them, in the sense that, you know, they won't fear the enemies in front of him, but the commander behind them.
There it is. As I mentioned earlier, yeah, the Aurier assist really doing numbers in terms of keeping the heart in check. But so far, yeah, Just Death. Oh, not ready for these throws anymore. It's so unfortunate. Yeah. Sandwich situation from BZ. Still a sandwich situation, but unfortunately, yeah, got hit with the active swap throw, and BZ now on the back foot in the corner, is what I would say, but they got out of the corner.
I keep the pressure up with the TK 214A. Didn't open them up, but another throw from BZ just working out, and yeah, offense just continuing.
Getting the hit on the Weiss, but getting some hits. Oh no, okay. Got clipped low and just... What is happening?
Nothing good. But BZ's back in the corner against Aurier isn't looking good so far, but getting open up with a low and another burst, and yeah, everyone's in a dangerous position right now. But that should steal hearts. All up to solo Ruby. They definitely
BP.
with the right starter. This could be a one-shot situation for B.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a one-touch situation for Just Death Weiss, because off of that throw, going to be going down. This is doable for BZ.
Like trying to went for the throw bait, and they're now 2-2 in this set.
Easy doing their best to pull out all of the stops, and fortunately enough paying off, and yeah, tying it up and on a set point of their own.
Oh, and we're getting the switch off of Aurier to Ruby. Lost from the mirror, and I imagine that just not looking yeah, I feel like Aurier was doing a good amount of work, but that's probably feeling like they weren't pulling their weight as much as they'd like. Wants to, in a way, even up the playing field by running the mirror.
Really? That's pretty amazing. Ruby, 私たちの出番みたいですわよ。そうだね。行こう。
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Nice try. 動かないで。
Like to switch in. Yeah, there's a little bit of a weird property where Weiss 5AA does beat some bursts as well, and we're seeing that here. Death trying to keep the pressure up with a good DP by BZ to try and stop the offense, and another throw to take some momentum back in their favor.
And throws have been working out so well for BZ now. It looked to be really just an impenetrable part of Death's defense. Is that a safe jump? It is. Oh no, yeah, punishable from that close up, unfortunately. And yeesh, not quite going to be a dead Ruby, and that is a safe jump of their own. Oh, but are you ready? Okay, Ruby taking the hit for Weiss in that situation, and yeah, being a body shield.
And just kind of retaliating, saying, I'm sick of getting thrown, it's your turn. And looking good right now, and Just Death looking good so far with his character swap. It's all up to solo Ruby. Definitely doable, but oh no, yeah, that's super plus, and Just Death taking it back.
私たちチームラビー。
And
今日は二人
don't think I don't see you. Welcome, Zate, for the rate of 58. Welcome,
次の
Bowblaze. Hope you all had a good time. I saw you all playing CF, and yeah, welcome. We're just getting underway with a round robin BBTAG tournament over here.
Always wonderful to see you folks. Bowblaze, of course.
Bowblaze.
That is what we're up to. That is what we're up to tonight. And yeah, thank you for joining us. And still in the middle of a round robin currently, first of 3 sets. So no lack of action here tonight. Still about halfway through currently now. So yeah, again, just going right through rapid fire currently. We have Orax versus A-Buddy coming up right now. Yang Elizabeth versus, I believe it's Yukiko, yeah, Yukiko Jin on A-Buddy's side.
Okay. Thank you again, Zate, and everyone that joined tonight from that stream. Hope you're all having a good time, and hope you all are going to also enjoy some BBTAG.
And it looks like currently Orax putting in some work, especially with these air buttons from Yang. DP assist coming in, not ready for the active swap command grab from the Yang. And could have potentially had corner position, but the weird placement of the persona and all that made it so it's a little bit out of there.
Trying to keep them a little honest with a wake up super, but active switch into the team will put them in some decent standing, but a throw bait will be successful, and Yukiko will be going down here.
And looking really rough for A-Buddy, but unfortunately for Orax, yeah, got a little bit too twitchy on the trigger there with the DP, and Yang's going to be going down. All up to Solo Elizabeth in relatively interesting... Whoa, no punish on the DP.
The tail of that projectile did persist quite a bit, but Orax able to get about a good amount of damage, but not able to kill, unfortunately, and this life total is getting more and more even.
Ooh, the active frames on that counter DP just barely lasting long enough to be able to connect. This is looking a little bit, yeah, looking less and less like a one-touch, more of a two-touch situation now, but the command grab from Elizabeth, A-Buddy going to be going down. Orax taking game 1 of this set.
You know, granted, Elizabeth is a pretty good facilitator for, well, any character in the cast, but seeing them partnered alongside Yang isn't that common. So it definitely catches a lot of people off guard, especially if it's their first time playing against Aura.
Switching it up to the Hilda instead of the Yukiko this time. Oh, okay, tried to go for that, anticipating a 5B round start from Orax, but yeah, was ready for that potential situation and gets the hit. Oh, man, these bursts on Yang buttons. Oh.
And Orax just keeping the pressure up and not letting A-Buddy get out of this corner. Oh.
Blue beats? An interesting blue beat there, but I mean, still able to get some damage on the Yang.
Oh
Can't
my
armor
God.
through everything, unfortunately. But oh no, okay, could have been really bad, but still not looking too great with this command grab active swap from Orax.
Not looking good so far. Will be getting a good amount of damage, but wasn't ready for the axles, unfortunately. But a good time to burst will be saving Hilda's life, but still not a favorable position, unfortunately, for Orax. And it opened up low, good amount of damage with the Toga, but 5A will be killing Hilda.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you get hit by that, it's going to be really hard to get Elizabeth off of an assist because you can't push block that persona. And a lot of those persona moves move that persona forward. It be what it be.
Fortunately, not working out for A-Buddy, and Orax will be going up 2-0 in this set.
A-Buddy, unfortunately, yeah, the burst timings you have to sort of keep in mind. Yang has a lot of moves with armor, especially, okay, 5B, 2B, JB especially. A lot of people get caught by that as well, and it's going to go through, it's going to hit you, and it's going to still hurt a lot.
Absolutely, and you know, it's granted a kind of a matchup specific thing, but it's just, you know, stuff you have to be cognizant of moving forward, especially against Yang, where a lot of things will catch you off guard against. But looks like A-Buddy with this switch, it doesn't want anything to do with getting close to Yang, but Orax is looking to force their way in.
Ooh, okay, probably try to use another assist in that situation. So we usually see the DP assist from Orax with the beam super there, right there. But yeah, maybe a misinput in that situation.
Yeah. Good throw by A-Buddy, but unfortunately not able to follow, but being a push block and continuing some of their offense, and A-Buddy is looking good in these first moments of the set. But Orax does like using that Elizabeth 2B as a kind of a button to mash out and just try and catch you off guard with how quick it is.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, the weird property that it has of like the hurt box that she gets put into for it is a little bit finicky sometimes.
Absolutely, but Orax just trying to keep the pressure up, and that counter hit JB, and out pretty nicely, but it's a bit of a scramble, slightly in Orax's favor in terms of life lead right now, but trying to keep the pressure up as much as possible.
Goes for the grab, is teched, blocks the cross up. Gotta keep in mind, she is in Awakening state, so she does have a Persona move that is Projectile Invuln. Slowly advancing fan.
Yeah. It is
Unfortunately,
in your walls.
Gets grabbed. Yeah, okay. Just did the raw JC to kill off the Yukiko. And now it's Solo Yang versus Solo Jin. And A-Buddy not doing too well in terms of the life difference.
Granted, it's probably only a 2-set situation, and the Ice Car will be putting them in a pretty decent standing, running out the Resonance Timer as well on Orax. Trying to go for a throw break, but not ready for that JA hitting on both sides of Jin. Catching out as much as they can. The MCA is in play! Armored through!
Armored through the arrows of ice, but unfortunately gets caught with the landing button. And, oh man, A-Buddy is still showing signs of life.
I just want to go back to the real quick. Yang just punched the air and got rid of an entire super.
I mean, it's made out of ice. And you know, what is she, right?
You know,
that shit just evaporated in front of her, man.
no, fair enough, especially if we're going by Pokemon typing. But yeah, was able to win the matchup. You know, somehow got the sheer cold off, but not looking good in these opening moments.
Oh goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, okay. Tried to anticipate, yeah, A-Buddy sticking to the ground with that command grab, but not biting. And yeah, now A-Buddy with that going to be getting some offensive momentum of their own.
And look at that, Yukiko just healed back a good amount of damage, but throwing it right back in their face. Nice 5.4k with a command grab super. Gotta keep A-Buddy honest with some of these openings, but a little bit of a unblockable situation. Ooh.
DP assist, not able to get the conversion afterwards, but still, nonetheless, Jin almost on life support.
I feel like that had to burst because I feel like Orax definitely had the combo ready to kill off that Jin, but not looking good for the Yukiko either.
Ooh, the air dash forward, yep, going to be getting caught by that super. And once again, yeah, DP assist, good jump out to avoid the command grab. But yeah, A-Buddy's still in a little bit of a life deficit. Never mind.
It's also looking a little even, but oh, unfortunately no punish on the burst, thankfully for A-Buddy, but awkward scramble may lead into Jin's death as long as Orax doesn't drop this combo.
Yep, going to be snatching him out of the air, putting him in the coffin, 6 feet under, and Jin is down for the count in this round. All up to solo. Yukiko is able to pull it off, but yeah, go with that super, yeah, going to be killing off the Eliz and evening things up dramatically.
Yeah.
She's also fire level 7, keep that in mind.
Yeah, I feel like just sweeping the legs with the EX Hiragi will do a good amount of damage, and unfortunately didn't catch in the super, and honestly, it's just one good touch away.
Oh no, no, no! Oh, it goes right through! Oh, that was so smart.
And with that throw bait, Orax will be taking it 3-1 over A-Buddy.
Hate to see it. Unfortunate coming from A Buddy. I feel like, yeah, definitely had the right idea, but yeah, just I wasn't expecting that super to go right through the flame pillars there at the end. All right, but with that being said, yeah, Orax taking that win, A-Buddy going down, unfortunately, and we'll be moving right along into our next set. It will be Just Death versus Yosuro. I'm interested to see how this goes. Because Yosuro, Narukami Adachi, definitely an oppressive like menace in terms of a team and in terms of how they typically play. But Just Death does have good buttons with the Weiss. Looking like they're going to be going with the Hilda as well. And at like in tournaments like majors and such, we've seen the Hilda kind of do well against this kind of team in the right hands. So we'll have to see if Just Death is one of those particular people that can do that. And yeah, they're going to be locking it in too.
And I remember playing as Just Death when they were first starting to find out like their first couple of layers of the team, but that was, I want to say, well over a month ago. So they've definitely developed this team a lot further from the last time I just played. And definitely the right play, especially against a team like this.
But yeah, unfortunate start for Just Death currently. And yeah, going to be caught in the mix with the BZO, ready to block. But yeah, going to be stuck blocking for a bit and able to get out of it and bait out the DP off to a better start, or a rough start, but now a better middle.
Also being super brave with the DPs and a grab active switch. Well, bring closer to the corner. And a sound situation, but Justice decides not to pop cross combo. So. Yeah, the offensive. But unfortunately, a drop in that 56B didn't connect, unfortunately, but getting open up right there. And yeah, had to burst if they wanted to keep the hill alive.
Ooh, the throw bait from Yosuro. Going to be doing some decent damage. I'm not going to say, yeah, putting her in the red just yet, but able to get the hit in the BZO mix. No, not quite going to be dead off of this. But now in a one-touch situation, off of a safe jump setup, too. Yep.
Block high and another sound situation, but able to get out this time. And just has to scramble away, but unfortunately not looking good so far. Won't be dead just quite yet, especially with that drop, but not looking good for Just Death right now, and this should seal the deal for this first game.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was like some good momentum from Just Death there in the middle, but Yosuro just going with, yeah, the ballsy option of the DP, and then from that was able to take the reins back and keep things going in their favor pretty much throughout the rest of the match afterwards.
Yeah, unfortunately we weren't able to see a lot of what Just Death's Hilda is capable of. Was put in a lot of unfortunate situations where Yosoro just was ready for a lot of
Ready for the throw off the 2-way, yeah.
defense. So trying to keep up the pressure.
Good defense so far from Just Death as well. Able to tech the throw. Oh, but unfortunately, yeah, that button not reaching far enough, unfortunately. And back in the corner.
Good falling pain and an excellent pickup. I didn't expect that to pick up, to be honest. But
It looked really awkward, yeah, but once again, Yosoro with the ballsy DPs coming from them.
Yosoro relentless with the pressure, but a good push block with an assist in the back. Will be getting a good amount of damage on the Narukami, but Yosoro just being extremely brave with these DPs and is
seems
rewarded
like-
with the death.
And it seems like, yeah, Yosoro is saying, you haven't given me much reason to respect your pressure on Wake Up, so I'm just going to DP. And it's worked every time. Oh, and Just Death was trying to take a page out of Yosoro's book, but unfortunately, Hilda's DP is not as good.
No good. And should be game 2. Not quite.
Not yet. Ooh, the DP coming in clutch for Just Death. Has level 3 resonance, so the chip damage is definitely a factor as well. You don't want to be holding what she has for very long. And in fact, that is going to be a dead Adachi. Could this be the Pixel comeback that we see?
Looking like it. Yeah, a throw successful. Not going to be dead just quite yet. And another DP. Please respect me, or I will DP on your pressure. But the low will seal it, and Yosoro up to.
Again, Yosoro has been constantly making that statement of, you still haven't given me reason to not do this. You've been keeping the pressure going, but you have not blocked the DP or avoided the DP necessarily. And yeah, just been working out so well in their favor. Just essentially, it's been their get out of jail free card.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Hopefully, just so I can make some adjustments. And
Okay, all right. Maybe a little bit too, I guess, trigger happy with the DPs there with the round start. But, I mean, nonetheless, was not punished as much as he could have been.
and going for a little bit of a reset in the middle of that. Get a good amount of damage on Weiss. J214A with the 4P in the back. We'll cross up Yosoro. Getting a good amount of damage, but still not looking great, especially all up to solo Hilda now. Only level 2 resonance, and the life just keeps getting further and further away.
Not a good position to be in. Relatively healthy characters from both sides. Oh man, just DP, even if when it whiffs, never punished. All right, sandwich situation now, not looking too good.
A little too slow for that, and this should seal Just Death's fate as long as Yosoro doesn't drop this. Yeah, 3-0 for Yosoro.
You were so close. Too bad.
Adachi! You!
Yep, just unfortunate all around. Just probably, yeah, the super just not quite quick enough to be able to catch. If it was maybe Weiss, maybe it could have worked, but no dice. All right, moving right along though, we will be having another match lined up. It will be Sonokun versus A-Buddy. Sonic-kun been doing pretty well so far in this round robin, and definitely has had some good stuff with both the heart and the S. Solo comebacks for both these characters, and proving that it does. You may know me for the heart primarily, but my S is still nothing to sneeze at. A-Buddy has been proving valiant efforts time and time again, but hopefully they'll be able to get something going with this set.
And up until the grab, there's nice little defense by A-Buddy, but trying to keep the pressure up in this corner. No assist to, unfortunately, not a pickup after the instant overhead, but the 4P of the gods working out.
What are you talking about? That's not Kuragane 4P.
Oh right, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, it's a discount version of that for sure. I would definitely be saying he's getting some great value out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, a bit of a Daiso version, if I'd have to be specific, but fortunately, not looking too good for anybody right now. Getting opened up with another grab, being put back into the corner.
Oh, the S was still in. Actually, could have potentially killed her if they were willing, but Sonic-kun's definitely got to be careful with calling her out for assists at any point now, because really it could be just any slight tap is enough.
So isn't looking too green, is looking to cash out as much as possible. I want to say they're going to be able to kill.
Oh, absolutely.
16k health character against a double resonance super. Now, all up to Solo Jin, level 3 resonance definitely doable, especially with these life totals on Sonic-kun's side. But Jab Fighter 5, but not working out. And won't be dead just quite yet?
Ooh, the setup? Oh no, just a little bit too slow with it. Could have killed her off actually if that connected.
Which is not working out, but try to go for the Toga yet again, but Sonic-kun ready for it.
If he did it again, it would have worked. I don't know if he actually had the meter before that, but it would have been funny. But nonetheless, Sonic-kun able to take victory in that round and go up in the set to start 1-0.
Looking good so far, but A-Buddy was able to put Sonic-kun on the ropes, but unfortunately wasn't able to close it out, so hopefully they can stabilize and stay composed, because they're not out of it just yet, but they're looking really solid.
Absolutely.
Contemplating a little bit, maybe a character swap is in play, and you know, if I had $1 for every time that I've seen someone play Jin Labrys, I'd have $2. It's not a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
I do remember seeing, I believe it was Bombachunga mentioned something along the lines of A-Buddy having this team.
Yeah.
So interesting that they're pulling it out, and yeah, going to be interesting to see how they utilize it. If it's going to be similar or different to how we've seen Bombachunga play it.
Sonic-kun just trying to keep up the pressure right now and looking good so far. But yeah, not ready for that. Still pretty plus on it, and make a 5A almost worked out for A-Buddy.
Oh man, unfortunately, yeah, gets caught by the wake up super, and not looking too great for them. But the DP from Labrys surprisingly working out. I have seen multiple instances of it not, but nonetheless, going to be getting some mileage out of it. Unfortunately, though, not too much, because Sonic-kun is still keeping A-Buddy just locked down.
Excellent defense so far from A-Buddy. Was able to block the setup that is dubbed the slip and slide by Heart, but unfortunately not able to open up the cross-up and add another one to the board. And all up to Solo Jin once again, but the hitting the brakes on the homing will give Sony-kun another game on the board.
Sony-kun up 2-0 in this set. Everybody needs to find something to make things click, but hopefully we'll be able to see that. Definitely needs to find some way to keep Hart off of them, because Hart was definitely on them throughout that entire round.
And the Izuyoi looking, tried to go for a really ballsy call out with the 214B round start, but in this sandwich situation, got opened up by it. And I'd imagine that they just wanted to try and employ their own offense and their own air mobility by picking E, but it's not looking good for them right now.
Absolutely, but yeah, going to be getting some mileage right now, and putting Sony-kun in the corner, and yeah, getting the hit on the throw bait, getting the throw, and then getting another hit afterwards. Putting S in the red, but not able to anticipate. Wait, no, she's dead. Oh, wow. Yeah, just spent the cash to be able to kill off the character. I definitely agree with that.
And this battle, this ain't Ace Combat. With the amount of times I'm zipping around.
Are you sure? It looks like some dogfighting going on right there, but it looks like Izuyoi is going to be grounded, and all up to Solo Jin on A-Buddy's side. A 1v1, definitely pulling some things together for A-Buddy, but nonetheless, yeah, you gotta be ready for this Hart, which is tough to say.
Resonance will run out on A-Buddy's side. It's definitely a one-touch situation, but try to go for a really ballsy call out there, but not working out. Counter hit JB, yeah, that has a ton of hits done, especially on counter, but unfortunately dropped there, and A-Buddy's last chance, but another JB will seal their fate, in 3-0 going to Sony-kun. Yeah, with that air superiority right there, looked like Sony-kun wanted to send A-Buddy to solitary with that one.
Oh man, that's harsh. But nonetheless, good stuff to both players. We'll be moving on from that to our next one. Just, again, rapid fire, getting these matches done. Orax versus Yosuro up next. All right, and going right into it. The teams that we've seen from them time and time again tonight, Yosuro again with the Adachi Narukami, and Orax with the standard Yang Elizabeth. Round star 5B? Nope. Not an option we typically see from Orax, nonetheless. I mean, we see it from Ichideku time and time again whenever they choose to go with Yang Point, but Orax is a little more privy to some of the weaknesses of that.
And Orax is keeping up the pressure as much as they can, and able to bring Adachi into the red.
Keep up the threat. And yeah, Elizabeth's assist has also been really working out.
Just a little too late on that, unfortunately, but unsuccessful DP, but no punish by Yosuro, but still able to get a nice 5A opening and putting Orax in this corner. And Orax ready for the command grab. I haven't seen Yosuro do that all night, honestly. And now for them, letting Yang heal up in the back a little bit. Looking good for Orax so far.
Oh, wow. I think just, yeah, barely stuck out their hitbox long enough to be able to get hit by the DP there. But yeah, with the even with the DHC, Yang's at 18k health character, so wouldn't have been enough to kill her off.
Oh no, unfortunate EP and oh no, yeah, it's a little awkward and unstable with that 6P, unfortunately for Yang. And it honestly bit Orax in the ass, unfortunately, and wasn't able to kill Narukami, but might be able to now. Oh, not quite.
Oh no, not quite. I don't know if this is enough. Yeah, just barely not a sliver. What happened?
The JP! Yeah!
Oh my god, the power.
It just armored through not only Adachi JP, but also the 4P that Yosuro called in the back.
Jam. That armor coming in clutch.
Get ready, get ready.
No? Honest Yang. I don't know if we can call that an honest moment, but then again, can't expect God to do all the work.
Oh, there's layers to that. All right, well, moving into it, into game 2. I don't even know where to begin. Okay, so Orax keeping once again. Yeah, we're going to see the corner pressure coming in from Orax with this, and the bursts on the armored hits, just constantly working out in Orax's favor.
Being super clean, and yeah, Orax is proving that their offense is just super efficient, working out super well. But this force damage situation, opening up Orax right there, trying to bait a burst, but unfortunately not working out. Probably trying to look for a safe way to bring Elizabeth in, but getting smacked in the back there. Oh no! Probably try to believe that their DP or the 6P was out, but will be losing Yang here, unfortunately.
And yeah, that button we've seen time and time again that Orax loves to press, and it's just been working out constantly.
See it again? No, they will be getting their ankles chopped and also putting one on the board.
Yeah, Yosuro firing back relatively quickly as well. Not really giving Orax too much room to breathe, and looking pretty solid that round, I would have to say.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Pretty ballsy exciting round start, but punishing what looked like punishing the landing there will be putting Orax in the corner, trying to keep the pressure up, and Yosuro going for some looks like a bit more of some interesting situations, just so that they don't have to deal with the fear being armored ones coming out.
Well, nonetheless, oh yeah, okay, been doing a really good job with these EX Zeos and also sniping out the Elizabeth assist that's coming. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. You're dead. No, you're not dead. Okay.
No meter DHC, unfortunately, and yeah, has to get the Elizabeth in there, even at the cost of some help, just to keep the Yang alive. But I'd imagine that was wake up super, but unfortunately did not work out for Orax. Try to do it again, maybe as a desperation tool, but unfortunately not working out. It's all to solo Yang.
Probably anticipated some kind of safe jump maybe from Yosuro, but Yosuro being ready for that. And yeah, you know, knowing you can't safe jump a grappler. And in a sense, she's kind of one with the super command grab.
All to solo Yang, but this is the character that Orax is the most proficient with, and trying to get some good amount of damage on the board, but Yosuro is not going to make it easy. So, Yeah, and just
Yep.
got the meter with that 2C, and Yosuro will be taking their second game.
This win is ours.
Yeah, very good routing from Yosuro to be able to do that and have, enough hits, enough damage to be able to get that meter gain optimized and get that to be able to kill off. Very solid routing there. And now on set point, and looking once again pretty solid. As unfortunately, yeah, Orax's screen name of dropped inputs definitely coming into play here that we've seen.
Adachi-san, I still believe in our friendship.
Fortunately, not working out, but they did show they were able to take one game on the board and look very solid in doing so. Like Yoso's making the proper adjustments. Hopefully Orax isn't completely out of it. No break. Oh, another unfortunate drop, but should be able to kill an Narukami, and in a weird twist of fate, even though that was a dropped combo at the end there, was able to kill the Narukami, but a happy birthday right back. Thankfully Liz just dropped out, but also not looking the greatest right now.
Oh no! Just wasn't ready for that option from Orax and just did it. Just did it. And wow, tying it up 2-2. That was so quick.
We're just seeing the offensive prowess of Orax with this team. Pretty solid so far. Able to bring it to Game 5 here. Hopefully they can keep up some momentum.
Keeping the pressure going from full screen. Love to see it. Ooh, okay. The shoulder charge armoring through, but only connecting with the Adachi there.
Not looking too good for Orax right now, and I think that's a dead thing. Oh, try not to go for the DHC. So keeping the pressure up as much as they can.
And keeping it relatively burst safe as well. Oh, wow. Yeah, DPs afterwards knew that Orax wanted to push a button there. This is a rough situation to be in. Only Resonance level 1, so would not get a lot of meter gain, not a lot of health back either. And up against Yosuro's genuinely like super healthy characters is what I would say, but Narukami's taking a good few hits.
Tried to read Arterion, but a little too late for that. And yeah, Orax is holding on to this Resonance and fortunately won't have a chance to pop it, and Rosso will be taking it over Orax 3-2.
Definitely a close set from both of them. Good stuff, but yeah, Yosuro just able to essentially keep. Oh man, yeah. Once it was a corner situation, which we've been seeing a lot, seeing a lot of these teams, a lot of these players. Like once they put you in a corner situation, and it is extremely tough to get any sort of handle and get out of them. And Yosuro is definitely one of the best when it comes to that tonight. All right, but with that out of the way, we are going right into another one. It will be J-Gotcha BZ versus Sonic-kun. Are we going to see a heart mirror? I mean, technically speaking, BZ has already paid his dues.
Union dues have been paid.
Oh, but it looks like they're going to be putting in some overtime right now with the heart. I respect it.
And you know, I'm no expert and I'm no mediator, but this is unpaid on overtime.
Don't you have any weapons? My fist and glove are more than enough. Really? That's pretty amazing.
All right, but we'll see how this goes. Double heart. Oh, if you have 2 hearts, you might want to get that checked. But nonetheless, watch your ankles and keep that defense up, because unfortunately, yeah, you're going to be put in the corner here, is what I would say, but you tech out of it. But the DP coming in clutch currently for Sonokun.
A little too late on that anti-air, and Jigacha BZ will be able to get some pressure started of their own. But Sonokun ready for the DP, familiar with some of these setups, and that's definitely a dead heart to haul up to solo Ruby.
Could call that a heart failure.
Oh,
Nonetheless, definitely going to see. I gotta stop. Okay, definitely going to see some fine play from Sonokun, able to take that first round somewhat, well, pretty convincingly, especially with that happy birthday to kill off the first character. Nonetheless, yeah, Sonokun up 1-0 in the set. Is BZ considering switching? Nope, going to be sticking with it. Got a defib unit, brought that heart back to life, and going to be bringing it in for another round. No transplants yet. I need to stop. Okay. Oh man.
Don't you have any weapons? My fist and glove are more than enough. Really? That's pretty amazing.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Hopefully they can keep things a little honest by keeping their legs off of the ground here. And
God. Oh, that was so dumb. Okay. Oh man.
they are just swinging for the fences.
Believing in the power of the mashing. Is that enough? Is that what we're calling it, love? Just pressing buttons now, just mashing your heart out. I did not mean to say that. Oh my God.
Damn it.
I didn't mean to call that. No. Oh.
Man.
But nonetheless, put their heart and soul into that TP. Oh, not working out for them. Oh man, I'm. I shouldn't commentate again after this.
You need to be stopped.
Oh, but that is what Sonokun is saying right now with this happy birthday. Is it going to be enough? Yes. Oh, wow.
And, you know, at this point, it's 2-0. They, you know, BZ has an option to switch, so I think at this point, you gotta follow your heart.
I gotta say, definitely some solid play from Sonokun. BZ's been putting in valiant efforts, but just these happy birthdays have just been not doing them any favors whatsoever. Still sticking with it though. Are we going to see a triple bypass?
Oh, God.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Please don't put me on the mic again. I swear. Okay.
You know, it's that time of the... We're getting to that brain rot time.
Oh man. The pressure, the blood pressure is definitely on for BC to keep to keep some semblance of their sponsorship intact. But I don't know, man. This Ruby's not doing any favors right now. Defense needs to be on point. Cannot cannot let nerves or heart palpitations get to them whatsoever. I need to be stopped.
You know, you're on a roll in the worst way possible, my dude.
I really hope this isn't getting to any of the players. I hope they have the commentary muted right now. Oh man, I certainly would after this, but nonetheless, with that cross raid, Sonokun will be taking it 3-0. Oh man, I have no words. Please fill in for me right now.
Sonokun taking it 3-0 over J-Gotcha-BZ, proving that they are the champion of the... They are the King of Hearts tonight.
I don't know. Looked like an ace to me, an ace of hearts, really.
You know, given that we've been talking about air superiority, yeah, 3 strikes, that's definitely an ace.
Excuse me? Oh, okay, hold on. I was mixing up like 3 different things with that. There were layers. Okay. All right. I need to get my head together. Okay. Who's next? All right. BC does have some catching up to do. So, put them in again. BZ, you'll be going up against Orax this time. All right. I have no guarantees that I will stop. But let's get into it again. BZ, back in the ringer for another round against Orax.
It's like,
there will be a lot. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh god. It seems like BZ still has some union fees to be paid. Yeah, granted, it has been a while since they've shown up to a tournament with Heart. I'd imagine that they're a little bit overdue, right?
Really? That's pretty amazing.
Will we see some burning passion happen? Let's find out.
It's not looking too great, and BZ not starting off too great right now and just keeping up the pressure, try to get a read on the up back, and yeah, characteristically of Heart, wants to try and stay in the air but not being able to. It's just keeping up the pressure.
Gets the throw. Going to be getting the hit, but nonetheless, it's been a lot of small hits here and there, but fortunately for BZ, yeah, going to be able to get some stabilization, get some hits in. But the DP assist coming in from Orax doesn't have the meter to cash out and kill, but I mean, still going to be getting some damage nonetheless, especially on this Ruby.
Definitely think that Orax has to be a little careful in case of something happens, because Yang, I believe, is in a one-touch situation with the next combo, and
oh no! The THC pulled her out. Oh, that could have been a dead Yang actually.
Unfortunate for BZ, but starting to get some offense of their own. Granted, both of his characters are in one-touch situation, and that JA will be working out, but
man. Oh man, seeing that DHC drop like that, definitely a heartbreaker for sure. Intended, by the way, 100%.
combos are not working out, and the enhanced Gyaradyne will allow Rex to kill the deal for.
Man, definitely hate to see it, but it is what it is. You just have to kind of dust yourself off and pick yourself back up and, give it another go, see if you can get it this time. And yeah, BZ's sticking with the heart. I think, yeah, they want to prove their heart's still capable and, find some I guess some record to show that, hey, keep me on the team, essentially.
Really? That's pretty
No.
amazing.
There is an alternative, BZ. Always play Arcana Heart. But
I don't know about that one, Chief.
look, all I'm saying is, how do you think I'm still on the team? The only person I lost to at the tournament that I played Arcana Heart in was my boss.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But certainly, BZ not looking. Oh man, losing these exchanges. You hate to see it, but unfortunately, that dupe. Wait, we've seen that drop before. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Either the timing or positioning just not quite falling into line with what Orax wanted. Going for the JC, but BZ a little bit too trigger happy with the DP and not looking too great. This is dead.
Be dead. Granted, Orax does not drop this. Yep. In DHC, healing Heart's fate, and will be Orax's second game on the board.
He definitely needs to show some signs of life. We need a pulse. We need to have a pulse. Either that or, be resuscitated. Whatever you can do. Don't let it be another triple bypass.
And switching over to the hide this time. Yeah, not really believing in the Ruby at the moment.
I feel like a change of pace is probably what he needs. Just maybe like get things. I forget about that interaction. Maybe get a couple things like switched up here and there. And Hyde does have some means of avoiding beams from Elizabeth, especially with the assist that he has, but also the EX that he has as well available to him. Oh my God, that could have been really bad for BZ.
BZ being super brave with these DPs, but Orax 5A at the right time and just doing a bit of a counter call, not realizing that pressure isn't for real and just piling on more and more. I don't believe this will be a dead heart just yet, especially with that drop. But not looking good for her.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful about calling her out at any point now. One solid hit from Yang's going to be enough to do it. Oh no! Calls out the projectile. Gets hit with the overhead, all up to solo heart, but unfortunately flatlines, and down for the count goes the heart and BZ. 3-0 for Orax in the set, taking it.
We have up next.
All right. Yeah, there's only a couple matches left to play, 3 to be exact, and one of those matches that we will be having up will be Just Death versus A Buddy. Now, Orax has played all of their matches, so that is the last we'll see of them for tonight, but still nonetheless a very good showing by them. This is going to be A-Buddy's final match of the night as well. Just Death still has one more after this, as does Sonokun, Yosuro, and Beezy. All right, and with that, we'll be going into it. Just Death with the Adachi Yukiko locked in. A-Buddy going to be kind of thinking, it seems, but has Jin Izioi. Oh no, Jin Hilda locked in.
I believe. I want to say that Just Death has brought this team out in the past, but I'm not sure when and where.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Brought it out, yeah, a couple times so far in this round robin, but yeah, it's had varying degrees of success. Ooh, the throw! Very brave to avoid both potential cross combo situation, but also, yeah, avoid the Fire Phoenix from Yukiko as well.
Going for 4 fire stacks right off the bat, but unfortunately drop combo will be putting some damage onto the Yukiko, but a bit of an awkward scramble right now.
It is projectile invuln, but it does have a lot of recovery, so probably not the best call to make. Oh, just barely living.
For the Miragi dying, but unfortunately getting caught by that 5A there. And Jin will be going down to here. All up to Solo Hilda. Definitely still doable, but not looking great with this cross combo right now.
Oh, gets hit with the overhead. Chip damage, not really much of a factor at this point. Any touch is going to kill off the Yukiko.
Defense. Did I say something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, good.
Just going for these EXs, I kind of respect it, but at the same time, not getting too much mileage out of it. Just Death's characters both, I was going to say in the red, but now it's only up to solo Yukiko.
Granted, it is level 7 fire stacks.
That is true. And also Resonance level 4 on deck if they choose to use it. Oh, but will they get the chance? No!
Hey, buddy, putting one on the board. Yeah, doesn't look like. Granted, it was very close, but it's maybe it's got Just Death thinking a little bit on whether or not they want to stick with this.
Get ready!
All right.
You'll entertain me now.
I can definitely see the reason behind sticking with it. It was making it close. It was genuinely a very good situation that Just Death was in. So they can pull it off. It's just they have to be careful.
Just Death getting a good amount of damage on the board and looking good so far. And really enough, not going for an active switch to try and get some fire stacks on Yukiko. But a good cut with that 6B, and yeah, it looks like we're getting the fire stacks now.
Ooh, not able to kill off the Hilda. Oh, DP from A-Buddy saving her and going to be swapping out, letting her heal in the back.
It's looking good, and yeah, getting a good amount of damage, but unfortunately another drop, and that leaves Yukiko wide open. I don't believe this will be dead just yet, but he's very close, and just a raw Agi working out.
Which side? Oh no, believed in that anti-air, but unfortunately, yeah, it got counter hit out of it. No full kill off of it though, so not as punished as one might expect. Good DP on the tick throw setup, but gets counter hit in the air. No full conversion.
Being good. Trying not to cash out the meter, and Adachi lives to see another day, but another second, I mean.
Yeah, another like couple minutes at most, yeah. And oh no, gets caught by the assist. That should be dead if you go into the super. A-Buddy up 2-0 on set point.
Being pretty solid so far, and this Hilda Jin is definitely working out.
All right, but sticking with the Adachi Yukiko, didn't want to pull out the Weiss for this.
They just team they want to test out, or they probably feel more comfortable, especially against I'd imagine that Hilda is a bit of a struggle matchup for Weiss. Maybe they see something in this team that will bring them a little more merit, but not looking too great right now, all things.
Yeah, the Adachi going to be getting closer and closer to red life, especially with that DP. Not going to be enough. Doesn't have the meter to DHC, but still, Adachi pretty much, yeah, one-side situation. Good idea to raw tag.
That's for Miragi dying. Not a lot of damage because it is 0 fire strike though. But Justeth has A-Buddy in the corner and keeping the pressure. Buddy doing a good job at fighting their way out of it. Keeping the pressure up against Justeth right now. And Yukiko CP sucks.
Yeah, it's not great sometimes. I've Ragna 5'8" through it at times. It's stupid, but yeah, not working out, especially with that. Oh no! Yeah, Jin was still out, so wasn't able to actually get the cross rate to finish him off, but will be getting the air hit nonetheless. A-Buddy taking the set 3-0 over Just Death.
Work to A-Buddy. Able to take a clean 3-0 over Just Death, which is no easy feat.
All right, and with that, A-Buddy will be finishing up their final match for the night, and we will have 2 more sets to go, folks. First of those sets will be Yosuro versus Jay Gachabizi. All right, I believe BZ might go back to the Ruby Hide for this set, but we'll have to see.
And being seeing a bit of a switch, at least hovering over it with this Heart Yumi. Could definitely work out, especially against a very oppressive team like like Yosuro's Yu Adachi.
Yep, just waiting for Yosuro to enter the room, and after that we will be starting things off.
Yosuro, where are you?
I did ping him.
Doing so well. I will call them out. Why do you have Dolphin fired up? Are you trying to emulate the Wii?
Oh man, they gotta make sure that their wave dashes are on point, man.
Fair enough, but get with the program.
All right, yeah. I was about to say I'm pinging them again to see where they're at, but no, they're here. They're here. They showed up. They're ready to go. Ready to come out swinging. Okay.
Get ready.
Yeah, but for me personally, this is the first time I've seen BZ pull out the Yumi, but I'm interested to see how they will navigate with this.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight! Gear up! Freeze!
Was able to call out the 6P in the back from Adachi, but not looking too favorable, especially with that throw break for J-Gacha BZ, but a good burst will back in the game, but unfortunately put in another situation.
That corner situation once again. Good PB to get out of the potential JC mix, but nonetheless, yeah, going to be good active swap to avoid the burst and get the punish as well. Only downside is BZ doesn't have any meter to work with. Ooh, still comboed surprisingly.
Looking good so far, safe jump setup, but a little too early on the grab, and is it a dead Ruby? Thankfully it dropped for them, but great. Ruby is, I want to say, in a little bit of a dangerous situation with their health values, but able to get out of that sandwich situation and able to keep up the pressure.
Forcing Yosuro to spend a lot of their meter on push blocks instead of offense. Yeah, killing off the Narukami up to solo Adachi, but definitely doable in the hands of what we've seen from Yosuro.
Totally, and this looks like a start of something good for them.
Relatively safe resonance call. Active swaps in, but unfortunately, yeah, it does not get the punish. Oh no! It's the AZO, and with that enhanced super variant, yep, that's going to be enough to kill. Up to solo Yumi, it's doable. It's very much doable, especially with the chip damage now.
What a ballsy DP, and it worked out for them, but still a very dangerous game to play for both characters because it's one touch away and just a slight, Yumi saying to Adachi, "I like your cut, G," and Easy being able to take one on the board.
Get ready. Get ready. Can't escape from crossing fate.
All right, going into game two, BZ up one. Yosuro going in swinging and gets the heat riser immediately, securing that buff for Adachi.
Nice evasion by BZ to avoid that EX Yokar and being able to get a good amount of damage on the Narukami and put them in the corner, but Yoso fighting their way out. All those EX Snowbirds set on just smacking a Persona out.
Now, I was going to say, despite the situation, yeah, it seemed like the life totals were relatively even until Ruby got hit.
Yeah, unfortunately, BZ was just making all the wrong times to call an assist and just wasn't able to. And just, you know, Ruby's about like at, well, a tenth of her health now, unfortunately. I think things clashed there.
A lot, but nonetheless, Yumi's dead. Ruby not looking too good. What? Yeah, I was gonna say what looked like a favorable position for Jay Gotcha earlier was is now definitely reversed. Just do it again. Just do it again.
Get high, but unfortunately, BZ grabbed out of EXZO. He's insane.
Choosing to cash out the meter that he has, but unfortunately, it's a little bit too far and going to be getting caught by the 2B. Yosro firing back with a game of their own.
Yosro stabilizing and you know, trying to you know, showing off a little bit of the ballsiness and the recklessness that we've seen from them all night, and able to take a game against BZ.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Now start Hanamori working out, and oh no, going for the A-Rekka. Nice 5k, but fortunately damage could be a little more to be desired, but Yosro still taking the initiative. Oh no. And unfortunately, Yumi's DP does hit both sides, but in terms of vertical length, it is not that great, and BZ will be losing their Yumi pretty early on and only has to spend 2.
Oh yeah, same situation with the BZO. Good defense so far. Oh yeah, BZ Buzzsaw coming in clutch again. Baiting out the anti-air and going to be getting corner positioning as well. PBs not ready for the throw.
And BZ slowly but surely making this comeback right now. Good throw break. Fortunately, put into the corner, but still very healthy on Ruby's side. And oh yeah, the damage is piling up.
Oh, decides to mash out of the situation. Going to be paying off and putting Jay Gotcha in essentially a one-touch situation at this point. And with that, yeah, did not block the overhead.
Yeah, just got the second meter in time to go for the DHC, and Yosro will be up 2 games.
This win is ours. All thanks.
Get ready! Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Oh wow, trying to go for a mash round start. Unfortunately, yeah, for Jay Gotcha, not quite getting a full conversion on the happy birthday. Could have been a very good start to their momentum.
Oh no, but miscalculation on the EP assist will allow BZ to get some damage on the board.
And happy birthday with that super. Not quite, well, still getting a good damage on Ruby. That DHC doesn't hit both characters.
Looking good so far, and yeah, Ruby's back is against the wall. Not looking too great, and yeah, just gets the Yumi in, but believing in the Adachi 2B, working out really nicely for Yosro, and yeah, this pressure is just going to continue to keep up. Get the burst, but no punish, unfortunately. And the cross up with the 5P in the back to will allow Yoso to take this set over Gigatsubis.
Right, and that will be the final sets we see from those two. And to close things out, we will be having Sonokun versus Just Death. All right, going into it, Just Death bringing out the Weiss once again with the Ruby. Sonokun, tried and true. We've seen it time and time again work out for them. The Heart S.
I'd imagine that I feel like Ruby's buttons against Heart in the air is probably a little more reliable than Orie. So I don't blame them for going with the start, and it definitely gave them a bit more success and a little more stability. Just is just trying to run. Just Death not looking too great right now, and just trying to find a way to get out of this, but not looking too great. Sonokun just keep the pressure up, but Just Death trying to get a couple things started. Looking good right now. Trying to get as much damage as possible. Unfortunate drop combo. But still keeping the pressure up. Add another one on the board. Been looking good so far. But that DP. Never mind.
Not... is it going to be enough? No, it's not going to be enough to kill.
Excellent Weiss doesn't do a lot of damage, but that is a very nice 10k and does give Just Death a little more breathing room, but unfortunately with that unsuccessful throw break, not looking good for them.
All right.
We're up.
All right. Good gun blast to get out of the situation a little bit, but still, it's going to rampage time now. Passive meter gain on both sides here. Good defense from Sonokun as well. DP's out of the situation. Keeps, yeah, correct, guessing the right side. Not, oh, drops out of the combo in a weird way and not able to kill off the Ruby. That can be pivotal, actually.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't get the charge 5B from S to be able to continue that combo, and up to Soul S, granted she is pretty healthy, but against a team like Weiss Ruby, it's definitely still a mountain to climb.
Oh? Just got hit by it.
She doesn't need to steal a phone, and given the way that move looks, she just swiped the credit card.
Absolutely. Did not ask for anything else other than the numbers on the back.
Just Death taking the first game on the board.
Yeah, people asking in the chat, was that a phone still? Weiss doesn't need phones. She's rich enough. She doesn't do that.
Yeah. That's why I said she swiped a credit card. She can just.
Yeah.
She doesn't need someone else, she could just buy one.
いくよー愛のハート参上ルビー私たちの出番みたいですわよ
Absolutely. And let's see. Going into game 2, let's see if I mean, it was definitely back and forth between them enough to go into rampage time, which you don't see too often in this game. So definitely interested to see if it'll stay the same in terms of how long these players keep going in the rounds, or if it'll be a little more of a concise victory. But so far, Just Death looking to make that statement.
I imagine that these two have a lot of history, and you know they both have gotten pretty far in other brackets as well. So I'd imagine that they ran into each other quite a bit, and every time that they fight, it's just adding on to the layers of adjustment. That good defense so far by Just Death, and be able to swing back. Won't be able to kill the heart just yet, but looking really good right now.
Brave enough to go for the throw, and yeah, get the super in, get the damage, but keep it relatively burst safe. That was kind of ballsy, but nonetheless able to avoid the burst, get some damage on the Ruby. I was gonna say this is kind of like scary to keep the heart in for this long, but Sonokun confident enough to do that, get the kill on the Ruby this time, and put the Weiss into a 1v2 situation.
We have seen Just Death's Weiss do this in the past, and this looks like a good start to do so. No need to worry about a burst incoming because it was a DP punish, and yeah, all up to Solo Heart now.
Getting a lot of life back.
Into some proper routing. Both of these players are in a one-touch situation.
I don't know about that on Just Death's side, because the meter is definitely lacking on their end. Yep. Unfortunately, though. Yep. Also, I'm seeing someone in the chat ask about the phone stolen. So there's lore behind that, but I will go very quickly into it. Phone stolen, give me your phone is the the entire phrase, but usually we reserve that only for if you run up with either Seth or Ragna and do either Seth's command grab super or Ragna's Devoured by Darkness super, the big claw. If either of those work as a run-up option, and you hit them, like either you counter them or you go get a throw bait off of it, technically that counts as stealing their phone. We add that to the counter, and for every one of those that do land, I contribute some money to the pot. Unfortunately, we haven't seen either of those characters tonight, so unfortunately that number is not going to go up.
And Orax, for some lore on that specifically real quick, is that the original phone steal originated from Seth, but it eventually got adapted to also include Ragna. Moving on.
Yep. Going into game 3, and Sonokun putting in some work with the S currently, especially with that command grab active swap, and going to be putting Weiss on life support. Yeah, anticipated a burst, but Just Death ready for that, and yeah, willing to take the risk of a dead character, but fortunately not the case.
And Sonokun has a healthy S, just trying to make something happen, and doesn't really need to approach and go on the hyper offensive like this very polarizing life lead.
Ooh, but with that pickup off of the assist, I don't know, things are not quite, like, turning a little bit more into Just Death's favor, but not quite there yet.
5-8 connected, but unfortunately not able to get a full combo off of it, but looking good so far. One's getting swung on, but yeah, Just Death really close to losing his Ruby and try to force a sandwich situation, but Sonokun able to get out.
Weiss getting shot by the beam assist. Got to be careful with, ooh, good defense from Just Death, keeping the Ruby alive somehow. I would have been hit by that, let me be honest. But nonetheless, going to be swapping in the Weiss, get the overhead cross up, bait out the burst, but no punish.
Tried to read the TRM, but a little too late on that, and S being put in the corner now, and not looking good, but a Brave DP will not be working out, and I believe with proper routing, this S should be dead.
Also keep in mind, Rampage time is in effect, so yeah, there was passive meter gain as well coming into that combo. So, rough situation to be in, but nonetheless, I was going to say it's very much doable considering the life totals from Just Death's team, but unfortunately... What? No! That's going to kill!
No!
I saw the assist flash on the Ruby, and I immediately knew that wasn't going to connect in time. Oh no. You hate to see it. What was looking to be just as win was just snatched away from them. I'm not sure what happened there. Because it looked like they had the combo, but just, I guess, a misinput or something happened and wasn't able to continue it.
Unfortunately for Death, and yeah, you know, honestly, in a situation like that, I would have put down the controller and said, "Oh, I'm done." But Sonokun, not giving up, didn't hear the bell ring, and was able to snatch victory from what looked like certain defeat.
All right, and Sonokun on set point now. With the DP as well. These games have been, again, very back and forth, but also just like going into Rampage time. Again, something you don't see too often. So it's interesting to see matches like that where it's like both of them are playing carefully enough and defensively sound enough to be able to go to that. But currently, Sonokun doing well in the corner, Just Death having a bit of an answer.
Granted, it seems like both these players have experience with each other because there's a lot of specific stuff that feels like would open up somebody that's unaware of the capability of both of these players, but both of them just seem so ready for each other in a multitude.
That was good defense for that, I guess, fake corner steal, essentially. Yeah, Just Death, unfortunately, taking some damage on the Weiss now, but Ruby healing in the back a little bit.
And Just Death getting put into the blender. Not looking good so far. Me neither. But, Just Death fighting for their life right now, trying to make something happen, trying to avoid the homing, and successfully it was able to catch on in the air. And looking good so far with this corner position.
Oh, the DP coming in. That's just doing, you know, hanging back, just calling in these as an assist a little bit, but not really needing to come out too often. Then again, we're in Rampage time, so once again, the passive meter gain is in effect. Going to not, I was going to say, just barely not enough to kill, but going to be killing her off nonetheless. Sandwich situation, you've got to block for your life. Unfortunately, pushed something to try and get out of the situation, not going to do it, and Sonokun able to take the set, and I believe, honestly, they've won every single set that they've had, which nobody else can say. So right off the bat, they are going to be taking the set and the tournament as well.
Yeah, excellent work to Sonokun. In this entire night, just putting on a great show, winning all of their sets, showing that showing how strong their team is. At both of them actually. excellent work to them, being able to put on a overall perfect performance.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I mean, lost a couple games here and there, but overall, definitely a solid showing from Sonokun to take first place tonight. And, I know placings and all of that, keeping track of all of that is a little more difficult than a standard bracket format for, folks who haven't been keeping an eye on things. So to give you an idea of what the rankings are, from bottom to top. So in 6th place, we have Just Death. 5th place, Jay Gotchabeezy. 4th place is A-Buddy. 3rd place is Orax. 2nd place is Yosuro. And 1st place, as mentioned before, taking their sets 5-0 tonight is Sonokun as this week's champion. Good stuff to everybody tonight. Thank you so much for, again, to all the players for participating tonight and agreeing to this format. It's not something we usually do, but whenever we have turnouts that are relatively low, we like to kind of have an opportunity to have our players showcase more of what they can do and have more time as well to showcase that on stream, because some people unfortunately are not able to be put on stream that much, so we like to have that be a little bit more of a highlight for those who join us on these weeks. But yeah, that'll do it for this week's WNF BBTAG bracket. Shout outs to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us on this Wednesday night / Thursday morning, depending on your time zone, of course. Shout outs to Zate as well for the raid earlier. Thank you very much for that. And Boblace, as mentioned before, always love to have you folks joining and tune in for some BBTAG action as well. And let's see. Shout outs to, again, the players putting in their best efforts, giving us a wonderful series of matches tonight in this round robin bracket. Thank you so much. As a formality to Matcherino, unfortunately, we didn't have a Matcherino available for tonight. It's unfortunate, but sometimes that's how it be. But week in, week out, whenever we do have it, shout outs to them for having that available as a means of funding bracket pots and giving it to the players. Shout outs to Chitin Books as well, always putting in their works in the Matcherino marketplace week in, week out, whenever we have that available, and giving a portion of the proceeds made there to bracket pots that we have for WNF BBTAG. Thank you very much to Ready30 for not only streaming tonight, but also joining me on commentary, pulling double duty, as I did with TOing and commentating as well. You're a wonderful, wonderful co-host to have. And of course, thank you very much for streaming week in and week out for us for WNF BBTAG. And always grateful to have you here for us. Shout outs to, well, as I said before, everyone for tuning in. But last but certainly not least, big thank you to Level Up Productions for having Wednesday Night Fights Online Edition be a way for us to have the locals experience at home. In-person locals are not available for WNF at this time. Someday we'll get to that point, but until then, keep things going, keep it rocking, keep the flag flying, and keep fates crossing with some good-ass BBTAG action here at WNF Online Edition. Oh, this has been BBTAG, WNF, Master Chief, T.O. I'm mixing everything up, but this has been Master Chief, T.O. Bracket Runner, host, and co-commentator for tonight's bracket. Always a pleasure doing this for you all week in and week out, and looking forward to next time on the PC platform. But until then, I'll be signing off, and also looking forward to how you all do at Combo Breaker for BBTAG as well. Excited to see the matches that we have on store for that. But until then, I will be signing off. E30, I leave final closing statements to you. Take us away.
All right. Thanks again for tuning in. Whether you watched or participated, always a pleasure doing this for you all weekend. Thank you to Master Chief, who was not only my co-commentator tonight, but also the TO who has been putting in work week in and week out. Out of all the variables, you are the constant over here. So it's always appreciated having, being able to work with you every week. Couple reminders. This Friday, if you're still looking for a tournament to participate in for PS4, Zone Breakers has got your back. information in that tweet below. But as per usual, every Tuesday or every Monday, Crossrails of Fate, and every Tuesday, the Big 8 happen at the same time, 5 p.m. PST, with the same rule set of permadeath astral rules. So it's always a good time. But yeah, your BBTAG fun does not end on a Wednesday. It starts on a Friday, and I believe, at the very least, watching it ends on a Sunday with top 16, all the way to the end being streamed over at Common Rate. That being said, good luck to those who will be participating. But that's going to be it for us, folks. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. Get something. Yeah. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. This has been WNF Online Edition BBTAG episode 20. Always a pleasure doing this for you all. But as per usual, all day good things must come to an end. So for now, stay safe, stay beautiful, drink your water, tell your friends and family you love them, but most importantly, shout outs to Bird.
Shout outs to Bird Gang.
Have a good night, y'all. I'm going to send you all over to church. Take care. Peace.